Okay guys, so I wanted to make a little video on how to do this trig puzzle. So you start with puzzle piece L, and then what we do is I'm going to start with finding x first. I'm going to find x and then find the measure of angle y. That's what that means, m and then that like less than sign. That means the measure of angle y. So let's do that first. We're going to find x. Okay, so from x, if you're looking at x, we know 76 is an angle and we know 29 is a side. So we always start from the angle, 76. From 76, side 29 is what? It's going to be, I just tried to ask you a question. It's going to be the opposite, and x is going to be the adjacent. So opposite and adjacent is tangent. So we write tangent of 76 equals, and then 29 over x. Okay, but we want x by itself. So you always multiply by what's on the bottom. So we're going to multiply both sides by x. Okay, and that'll give us x tangent of 76 equals 29. Now to get x by itself, we want to divide both sides by the tangent of 76. So in our calculators, we just type in 29 divided by tangent 26 or 76. And you'll get x equals 7.2. Okay, so you're going to find the little puzzle piece that has 7.2 and you're going to drag it and put it under this one. All right, now we're going to find the measure of angle y. This one is the only one that's like this, which is another reason I wanted to do it with you. Because you have two triangles here, we don't know this side right here. I don't know if you can see my little cursor, but you can't, or you don't know the side that's opposite of y. So we need to find that. And to do that, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem from the other triangle. So that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And we're going to use the side we just found, 7.2. So we have 7.2 squared plus 29 squared equals c squared. So we're finding the hypotenuse of that smaller triangle. Okay, so that gives us 7.2 squared plus 29 squared is 892.84, and that's going to equal c squared. Now we want c by itself, so we're going to take the square root of both sides, and that's going to give us c equals 29.88. And we're just going to leave it like that without rounding it anymore to get a more precise answer. So we'll go up here, and oops, I clicked that too fast. But from y, we now know that bottom side is going to be the opposite, and 34 is our hypotenuse. So that's how we get sine. So we say sine of y equals the opposite, which is 29.88, over the hypotenuse, which is 34. Okay, and if you look at the top of this slide in the pink and blue, it says for an inverse trig function, which is what we use to get angles, you're going to hit second sine in your calculator. And that should come up with like sine with a little -1 at the top. So that gets rid of it over here. It'll say y equals, and then sine inverse, so sine to the -1, and you just type that in and you put 29.88 divided by 34, hit enter, and you're going to get y equals 61.5. So now you find that little piece of puzzle that has 61.5 and you drag it over. All right, so to the next slide. I'm going to do this one with you. So this is the one that you should have put below L. Let me get back to this. Okay, so this one goes below L because 7.2 is on the top. I'm going to find the measure of angle x with you, and then that'll be the end of my tutorial here. So we'll find the measure of angle x, that's on the bottom. So if you look at x, we're not paying attention to the y part, but from x, 17 is the adjacent and 18 is the hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse gives us cosine of x equals 17 over 18. Okay, again, since we're finding an angle, this is where we're going to use the inverse function. So you'll have to hit, to get x by itself, x equals, and you're going to hit second cosine, 17 divided by 18. When you hit enter, you should get x equals 19.2. So you're going to find the piece that has 19.2 at the top and drag it over. Okay, so you're going to continue to do this throughout the whole puzzle. And then when you're finished, let me, never mind, I can't see it on here. But when you're finished, make sure you go to File, and then you can save as a PDF. And then you're going to attach that to the submission part in Schoology. So I hope this helped a little bit. Message me if you have any more questions.